Court. Okay, everybody, welcome back. This is Queen's Realm Podcast. Okay, Queen's Realm Podcast. You know this gentleman, and for the people who can't see but you can hear me, I have Mr. Executive L here. But I know y'all see the title. It's about to get real interesting today. It is called I Am Not You. We're going to talk about that unwanted advice. The people who try to tell you how to work your passion, emphasis on the your, and what you should do with your vision. Okay. I'm going to jump right in. First question. And it's just me and him first here. So I'm going to let him go first. Why do you think people are so negative with their opinions when it comes to your vision? Because I got to cross my legs on this. I got a lot to say when it's my turn.
First, thank you for having me again, ma'am. It's always a pleasure.
Of course. I got to get it.
But why do I think people are so negative? Mm-hmm. Well, I'll say that I haven't really 100% experienced this a lot of times. Mm-hmm. But in my experience, what made people negative was underlying jealousy. Where
am I?
It was.
Let me just start right now.
Them not being able to do some of the things that I had done or was in the process of doing at the age that I was doing them. Mm-hmm. So they were, of course, older. And a lot of times it came from people that I managed directly or someone that had to answer to me in some way, and they were upset about it. So for me, it was always kind of underlined or backhand, because if they did it directly, they knew that it would be some type of reprimand on their part for stepping out of line or things like that. So for me, it would always be a conversation that kind of got back to me, or me walking up on a conversation of people speaking about me. And till once someone actually, pulled me to the side and say, hey, this is what it is, this is what it ain't. Mm-hmm. I don't like it, but I have to say that, I respect where you're coming from.
Right.
I respect the things that you talk about and the things that you're going to do and you talk about doing. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was for me. It's more or less just underlying jealousy, and people not wanting to see you ascend and aspire because they're so stagnant and stuck on where they are.
Yeah. So for me, it's what you said, but I had to write down some of my notes. One of them is, I talk a lot about my self-healing journey and from being insecure and traumatized and belittled to where I am now. I speak up a lot more. So I think a lot of people were not used to me speaking up for myself, so they could just say whatever to me and I would take it and accept it. Like I would accept what somebody else said about me to me. Mm-hmm. But now I don't let anybody tell me who the fuck I am. And so that includes my dreams or my goals. Like if you try, I had somebody tell me, well, you can't take constructive criticism. I will take constructive criticism if you are an expert in the area in which I am in. Mm-hmm. I'm a writer and a creative. And I talk for a living, literally. In every aspect of every job and both of my LLCs, I talk for a living. I talk to people. So to go all the way back to this meme I shared the other day, all my report card says you talk too much. You need to be quiet. So for a while, I started to be quiet. Now I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
The underlying jealousy thing, yes. And I seem to get a lot of that from older people. And I'm not finna be ageist. I don't want nobody to get upset. But it's usually from boomers because they have this whole narrative idea that you're going to work somewhere, you pick a job, you work there, and you stay there till you die.
Or you work, you do your time. You ain't paid your time.
Time, you ain't paid your dues. Baby, that's not me. That's what your life is. That was your options
Mm-hmm.
because maybe you didn't finish high school or maybe, y'all got married at 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kids yet. People keep asking me when you going to have kids. When I do, whose uterus is this? I'm just saying, like, I, what are you waiting for? For when I want to do it? And in a lot of, again, for the first question, they have a lot of opinions because it's something they're not able to do. You don't have my talent. I believe I'm talented. I know I'm talented. I believe I'm the shit at what I do.
Mm-hmm.
People have heard me say it before. It's not conceited, as far as I'm concerned. I am a motherfucking beast with a pen, a pencil, any instruments you can use to write. I am the shit. I will read my own shit back to myself and be like, God damn it, girl, you did it again. But I don't need anybody else to tell me I'm the shit. But because you don't see, I think a lot of older people again see it as, oh, I hope that makes you a lot of money. Um, my gift makes room for me. I'm provided for. I have provision. It be money coming out of places where I'm like, how am I gonna pay for this? Boom, an opportunity presents itself, and it's always within my vision or my
Mm-hmm.
purpose. But I'm not doing it for the money.
Yeah, people don't understand that.
I go to this job every day for the money. That job is not the same thing as my purpose. And I don't have to be there every day. So, just because I could quit that at any moment and get another job, but I can't replace the vision that was put inside of me. So I don't think people understand that everything that we do, I'm an entrepreneur not because, oh, I'm thinking of the money. I'm an entrepreneur because I like being my own boss. And for me to do what I want to do in the world, I have to be my own boss.
False. Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's hard for other people to see your vision because they don't have your eyes. It's not your
Mm-hmm.
vision. If I can pick on you about your life, then I don't have to do shit with mine because I'm so focused on your business. My granny wants to get
Yours.
you some business.
And leave out alone.
Or I hear, like you said, the backhand account, your little business, your little books. My little books, but you said with an S. So that means I got more than one. How many you got? Okay. My little businesses. How many you got? Okay. Okay. But okay. You don't have any of the stuff I have, but you're going to critique what I do have. But you're not doing any of the things I do. You don't know the work it takes to get or have any of the stuff I have. You just want to talk about it because you wouldn't have done it like that. I don't want to hear what you wouldn't have done. I want to see you do something. So, moving on. Second question is, do you share all of your ideas, vision, and dreams with anyone?
Um, yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
And I say yes and no because there's times where I'm in a room with people and I may share an idea that I don't care per se if it gets taken or if somebody runs off with it and tries to use it. But it's more of a conversation starter for me to kind of like check the pulse of the room, to kind of understand where people's thought process are, how deep they may be, how serious they are, you know. Or I may throw something out there that's not necessarily my idea, but something that's a trendy entrepreneur thing at the moment, just to see how people respond and what they do. But the things that are near and dear to my heart that, are things that, I may be working on in the dark or things that, I feel as if will be big money provider for me in the future. Don't really talk about those with anybody outside of my best friend or someone very, very close to me or a family member. So I kind of keep those close to the chest, as you might call it. But there are things that I do kind of throw out there just to, like I said, check the pulse of the room, figure out and see, who's actually active on what they say they're about, and who's just talking.
Yeah. So for me, like you said, yes and no. I have a set. Like, first of all, y'all need to go listen to and watch Trust Issues on YouTube right now. The last episode of um, Queen's Room podcast. But it's certain people. Like, I don't want to say there's levels to my trust, but there are tiers. Like, it's certain things that I don't share with anybody at all.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to certain, it's certain. I trust that person. If you're in my lane or my field, I might, like you said, run it by somebody who does what I do, or
Mm-hmm.
another entrepreneur or something like that, because I want to see what they think. And if I don't have an idea all the way thought out, I won't tell anybody until I figure out, am I going to do anything with this? Where am I going with this? Because sometimes if you tell the wrong person an idea and you don't move on it as quickly as they think you should, oh, you're not doing shit. No, baby, I have 99 other things that I'm doing. Like you said, I'm just testing to see like how people are receiving something before I even do it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times if people don't see your thought process, they think, oh, you're not doing nothing with that idea. Or if it's the first time that they're hearing it,
yeah,
oh, you ain't do. No, if I said it, I thought about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a very intentional person. That's a good and bad thing sometimes. That's a whole nother episode. But I'm a very intentional person. I think about stuff before it comes out of my mouth, even though I say I'm with the shits, because I am, but I still think about everything before I do it. And I decide whether or not, okay, if I do this or tell this person this, this and this could happen. And I decide whether or not I will be okay with whatever the answer is. So people think if they don't hear your ideas, no, you need to think about why I wasn't comfortable telling you. Because you don't know does not mean that I'm not doing something with it. So that's another reason why I don't tell everybody all of my ideas, just because I don't even be worried about people stealing it, because I feel like if the idea came to me or the vision came to me, it's meant for me. So you can try to do it because I said it, but it ain't gonna never be like what it would be like if I did it, because I'm the one who's supposed to be doing it. But the people I do tell my ideas to, I have been wrong a few times. Like I felt like I could trust the person and telling them something, and then they negative Nancy about the whole idea. It's almost like telling somebody, especially if you're excited about it and you're excited in your tone and when you're describing it and everything you want to do, and they just like, oh, you sure you're gonna be able to do that? Are you gonna finish that? Are you gonna go through with that? And I just be like, well, damn, I'm not telling you nothing else. Because in my head, you've seen what I've been able to accomplish. This idea does not seem that out of reach.
That far
because what I've done already.
Mm-hmm.
So why you still doubting me? Then I get to the point where, you know what, go ahead and doubt me. I will be successful out of spite alone. So don't play with me.
Correct.
Don't play with your bald-headed ass granny. Don't play with me. I say that all the time. Like, anyway, moving on. Next question. Next point. We discussed this question previously, so I'm gonna go first on this one. How do you respond to people who don't believe in you, and does it matter if people believe in you? I'm gonna answer the second question first. No, it don't matter. I don't need you to believe in me because I believe in me. I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of doing. So it's, you don't believe on me, cool. But when I pop out on your ass, you're gonna accuse me of flexing or stunting on you. You could have
Very
just believed in
listening,
the vision and you wouldn't have
following.
felt like that. You made yourself a hater. Now you mad because I am successful. Now you mad because I do what I say I'm gonna do. But if you know me, then I've been doing what I said I was gonna do. So it shouldn't even be a surprise.
Yep.
Um, how do I respond to people who don't believe in me? I don't. Distance and silence. I can show you better than I can tell you. That's
Mm-hmm.
my response. Okay, bet. I see. Okay, you right. You motherfucking right. That's what I'm saying in my head. You right. I got you. Um, somebody I used to be cool with, and one of my best friends know that when I say you right, they know I'm about to be on some bullshit. And not like the bad type of bullshit, but they know I'm just about to pop out and just be extravagantly successful and shine so hard. Y'all niggas gonna need sunblock. They know when I say you right, they're all hell about to break loose in a good way.
Yeah.
So that's my response to that. You right? Okay, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Because like I said, I will be successful just to spite you. And the more you hate, the more I'm blessed. Because favor ain't fair anyway. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just saying.
Mm.
But
So for me, I'll go with the second part, like you said first. Does it matter? Not at all. Does it bother me? Not at all. And I'm gonna quote one of my favorite motivational speakers, Eric Thomas. He said, "No excites me." He said, "You told me no? What?
right,
You told me I
yeah,
can't do that? What?
right,
That
okay.
excites me." And
Mm-hmm.
it really does for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
when someone tells me, "Oh, you ain't gonna be able to do that," or
Okay,
"Nah, you ain't about that life," or "You ain't capable."
right.
I I literally I literally get pumped. Like I'm like, "What? You don't believe in
Right, like
me?"
okay.
Like I lay it out there, and you telling me, "Nah, that ain't realistic," or "Nah, you can't do that."
Mm.
Man, you don't know how much motivation you just gave me.
I'm
You might
listen.
have gave me more motivation by telling me nah than
No.
telling me
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, I believe in you. I can't wait to see you do that.
Mm-hmm. I love
Because
proving a motherfucker wrong. I don't know
yeah,
what it is. It's
yeah, love proving
right.
mother wrong, and at the same time, it's something very. It's just something very liberating about
Mm-hmm.
setting a goal, going through the fire to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and being on the other side and it being done. It's just something
Mm-hmm.
about it that
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a feeling that you can't replace, you
I
know?
stay on me
Um,
offended. Yes.
you really can't replace. So for me, what people say or whatever, it don't matter. And you know how I respond to the negativity, I laugh and I get excited, even more
Mm.
excited.
Just like you told me I can't, and I heard a lot of times, and it's funny that I remember this. I was in fifth grade, right?
Hmm.
And we had this worksheet we had to do with scenarios. And it was like, how unlikely or likely is all these scenarios? And one is
Hmm.
meet the governor or meet the mayor, be in a hot air balloon.
Hmm.
And I don't remember what the third one was. Um, but I said, these are all likely scenarios for me. And I literally got into a debate with my teacher and the rest of the class as to why I was not wrong. Let me paint the picture for you. Flint, Michigan, 1996. I guess I went Golden Girls on you. 1996. I
Hmm.
have been a nerd my whole life. At this point, I have been to every spelling bee. What happens when you go to the spelling bee at the city level? Guess who's there? The mayor. When you go to the state level, guess who's there? The governor. So I've literally already met these people. Not to mention Vera Rising. From Flint, they know who that is. That's Andre Rising's aunt. If y'all don't know who Andre Rising is, then you too young to be watching this. Because if you don't know who Andre Rison is, just because of Left Eye, you too young to be watching this or listening to this. So I've met council people because I used to volunteer. And another thing, I volunteered in my community. I've met all these people already. So I have to try to explain it. That's why it's hot air balloons, okay? In Michigan, we have this park called Seven Lakes. And then there's a hot air balloon festival. So it's possible for me to go to a hot air balloon because I've seen them. Like, I don't want nobody trying to talk me out of what I believe is possible. Because if you tell me it's impossible, I'm going to make it possible.
Make it possible.
And it's not like I don't like hearing the word no. I'm the middle child of 5. I've heard no plenty. It's when you tell me that I can't do something, it's real gratifying to me that I make it happen. And I don't care how hard it is. I have gratification in the fact that I made it happen. And when I say people, I get what I want, I don't mean like money and people. That's not what I'm talking about. I get what I want out of life because I have applied pressure to that aspect of my life. And like you said, it's something about when you get through something, like I really did that shit. I'm proud of me. I did that. I really did that. I did it. I did it. You didn't help me. And then it's funny when you get to the end of that, them same people who doubted you before, I don't like when they tell me congratulations at the end.
Nah, keep that shit.
My movie be like, fuck you. No, stay over there with the doubts you had. What they're really saying is they can't see themselves doing it, so now it's not feasible. So, yeah. Next question. I feel like this question can go either way because we both answered a little this already. But what motivates you?
What motivates me? My two biggest motivations is my freedom, financial freedom, and freedom of time, and um, my son's freedom when he enters adulthood. So me setting myself up for success and setting him up for success to be able to essentially never work for anybody that doesn't, share the same last name as us or someone that isn't, deeply connected to his father in a different arena that he likes or he enjoys or a passion of his that I'm not, able to give him a job under. So those are my two biggest motivations is just being in a place to where I can, wake up when I want to wake up, do what I want to do when I want to do it, and give my son the opportunity to do the same when it's time for him to say, hey, I don't know if I want to go to college. I want to start a business. Or, yeah, Dad, I think I want to go to school and, you know, I think I want to study this. Him being able to do that and with obviously his academics in line, him having a scholarship, whatever else he needs is granted to him,
Mm-hmm.
books, room and board, whatever else,
Them books are
we
disrespectfully priced.
we we have the finances in place to say, okay, let's go. Let's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, pay cash or let's swipe a card or whatever, and let's get it done. I think that you know that's what motivates me is being in a place to where when those time comes, those decisions are easy decisions to make for him, and me getting myself to a place to where um, you know, I have my time back, my freedom of time back.
I like that freedom of time. So I don't have any children. Everybody know that already. If y'all don't know, I don't have any children. Um, but one of the things for me, I have 5-year goal. Well, wait, I got 90-day goals, the end of November 28th, and I put my goals. I will turn it around, but my room is closed on the floor. Don't judge me. I leave a space at the bottom of my vision board for my 90-day goals, and I change them, take them off, put new ones up there. But one of my 5-year goals includes financial freedom for my family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's certain people in my family who have helped me and encouraged me along the way of stuff. But in my mind, I have to make sure they're straight. Nobody's asking me to do this. These people don't even know they're part of my 5-year plan or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to change the narrative for my family financially. And for me, it's more than creating generational wealth. It's financial education for my family. Mainly for the people who grew up in the house with me, but some others who have had a major impact on my life. And another one is I don't want my kids to even know what debt is. Like I don't want them to know what debt is and have an understanding of that. Because sometimes I feel like college could be a trap because everybody encourages everybody to go to college, and you don't have to, but if you want to, you shouldn't finish college in debt.
Yes.
So I don't, and I want to retire by 45. I'm 34. I want to wake up, look at my phone or whatever, and see that some money has been made and roll over and take my ass back to sleep. And when I wake up, see some more money has been made. So that is in me. I motivate myself. I know a lot of people would be like God, but for me that's obvious because no, I couldn't do none of this stuff without him anyway. I'm saying on the personal level, me. I want to be better than I was yesterday. I want everybody always say that, but I actually have to be better just in one way than I was yesterday. That's it. That's it.
That's some good motivation, girl.
That's it. And that's enough for me because it puts the right amount of pressure on me without me feeling anxious about it. Because I have my moments, because everybody know I deal with anxiety, but that doesn't make me anxious.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's like a breath of fresh air. Like I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna be able to make sure my family's straight. I got this. I can do this. That's what I say to myself when I'm anxious. Because true strength is being able to break down when the anxiety happens and be like, you know what? That's just for that moment. I got it. Let me get it out. I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna vent. I'm gonna do something. I'll come right back. I got it. So yeah, that's what motivates me. Woo, this. I feel like I'm gonna talk a little bit on this next one. So I'm gonna let you go first because I wrote this question with a particular story in mind. So please provide, and I said brief, and that was for me. Brief example or story of a time when someone tried to get you to lower your expectations or simplify your dreams and goals. How did you react? And does this person still have access to you?
Mm. Mm.
If you want me to go first, I can because I'm TTG. You don't know what that means? It's trained to go. I'm ready for this one.
Go ahead, fire off a little more.
Cause listen, okay. I told an example before that was more about dating and my future or whatever, but I don't like when anybody tries to convince me that the things I'm asking for out of life is too much.
Mm.
So in this particular instance, somebody was trying to tell me that I need to lower my standards because the things I'm asking for out of life, the things I'm asking for out of a future partner, that's too much. I can miss out on a great opportunities. I can miss out on a great person because my standards are too high. What I want out of life is too much. So I should set my expectations out of life and for my future partner lower because I could miss out.
Mm.
And they said, well, you should do this instead of doing this. And they kept referring to what I do as a hobby. And if you want to
Mm-hmm.
piss me off, refer to my business as a hobby. The same business I got an EIN number from with the fucking federal government that say LLC at the bottom of it. Refer to that as a hobby if you want to.
Mm-mm.
And how I reacted is with the same amount of passion I have right now. And I said, if something is not aligned with my vision, whether I wanted to lower my standards or not, I know what my assignment is. The Lord ain't gonna let me get too far away from what I'm supposed to be doing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
Without
Two,
checking.
I'm not missing anything if it's not meant for me. If the person ain't supposed to be in my life, an opportunity is not supposed to be for me, I'm not missing it.
Mm.
I don't miss it because I don't know that it came and went. If I'm up here, I'm not supposed to see the shit down here. I'm supposed to see the shit up here. So I have no concern for
What's
what's
down
not
below?
where I'm going, I, or where I'm at. I can't miss what I don't know is there because it's a lot of things. A lot of people say this that you don't even know what God is protecting you from sometimes. I don't need to know because the things he
True.
had, okay, let me stop before I start preaching, but I'm gonna say this. The things that I know he has protected me from and brought me out of. But listen, those things that I know about, that's something. So we're not gonna talk about the things I don't know. I don't even care about that. Does this person still have access to me? Yes, because they're related to me. But do they have access to um my dreams and my I'm not about to have a conversation with somebody who don't understand vision or purpose.
Mm.
So I talk to them less. I have a couple of people who were my friends and I don't talk to them at all. But you're not blood related to me. So
Mm-hmm.
but we good. We just want to talk about that. So we gonna talk less and I'm okay with that. So
I understand that.
your turn now. You ready now?
Yeah. So for me, um, when someone tried to get me to lower my expectations or my standard, um, it's a sign of disrespect in my eyes. Um, and when it happened, I just kind of like wanted them to explain, and they couldn't really give me anything that was valid or worthwhile outside of emotion and laziness that they were talking about.
Mm,
So it never really festered to go anywhere.
mm,
Um, and for me, you know, when you talk about how did I react, I just kind of stayed calm. I just was like, I don't understand why you don't want to, why you want to operate down here when the standard is up here. Like that looks bad on you, but yeah, it could look bad on me as the leader of everybody, but it truly essentially looks bad on you.
mm,
So, for me, that was more or less not getting upset or being frustrated with their inadequacies, but basically just allowing them to show themselves as not strong. Um,
mm.
and as far as access, I mean, they probably still got my phone number, but they know not to call my phone or not to text my
Oh,
phone.
he said they know not to call. Thine ass shall not ring thy
Yeah.
line.
So, I mean, I didn't block them or go off or anything, but they just know what it is and what it ain't. Like I said, they know not to call or text my phone, but yeah.
He said they know not to see. I don't. I don't really like people either. I want you to see. I want you to see that it's lovely over here. I just really do. I don't know if that's petty. It probably is, but I want you to see. She's flourishing. she look better every day. And she is unbothered that you're not around her hair. Um, Last one of the night. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. 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 What are some signs, phrases, or behaviors to let you know if a person is really rooting for you or not?
Mm.
I wrote the question twice, but yeah, but that's really the question.
Some signs. I would say some signs would be um, unexpected encouragement, um, them pouring into you and into your business,
Mm-hmm.
maybe encouraging you or finding something that you need for the business and purchasing it,
Mm-hmm.
um, them helping give new ideas to keep the business, trendy and up with the times. Um, and sometimes people pour into you by just offering their time free of
Mm-hmm.
charge.
Mm-hmm.
So that as well, I've experienced all of those things.
Um, all of that, what you said. And for me, it's taking a genuine interest because I don't like asking for help.
Hmm.
I really don't. I just don't. So if I hit somebody up and be like, I need your opinion on something, I need your help with this, I really do. Because I don't ask for nothing on purpose because I don't want to hear about it later. I'm that
Yeah.
person. Um, but for me, on the other part of that, everything you said, but I'm going to go to the dark side of it is I don't like the nice, nasty compliments. You know, black people, we good at this. Your little friend, your little business, your little clothing line, your little books,
Your little anything is
your little
different.
anything. Just because your realm of understanding is little, that don't mean what I'm doing is little. Stop playing with me.
Hmm.
Okay? I got dreams as big as my thighs, so stop playing with me. The other thing is if they know you need help and you ask for help, but then when you ask for help, it's met with, okay, so if I do this for you, what are you going to do for me? What?
Selfishness.
Das, das ist nicht gut. Das ist
Exactly.
schade. Das ist nicht gut. That's,
Selfishness.
like, what am I going to do? I don't do anything for anybody expecting anything in return. I am actually a nice human being, but I don't say I'm a nice person. I just be nice. I don't, I don't.
Not
Um,
you advertise.
and I don't want anybody to feel like they have to do anything for me out of obligation. So if you feel
Hmm.
like you're obligated to do something for me because I did something for you, do not do it.
You got lines crossed.
You have misinterpreted friendship for me. I do stuff for people for two reasons. One of them is selfish because it feels good to do nice things for other people. And two, sometimes you just feel like somebody deserves some nice shit to happen to them. That,
Hmm.
so if you're doing it for any other reason than that, you probably shouldn't do shit for me. You probably shouldn't do shit for me. Probably shouldn't do shit for me because um but for me that is surefire. Or if you I've said earlier, if you tell somebody some good news or what you perceive as good news and they take it as oh, I guess they dismiss all of your good news, but you're supposed to listen to their good news.
Hmm.
If you're not happy for me, but I'm always happy for you, I don't get that same energy.
We got a problem.
I feel some type of way. I'm not expecting the same kind of. I'm just be happy because I'm happy. Like, damn, you don't care if I'm happy. Like, you don't care if I'm excited about this. You didn't read the room at all. Like, I came in with a smile, chipper, voice elevated, dimples out, teeth showing, everything, and you just hit me with, oh. Well, damn. You making me second guess. Should I be happy about this? So, yeah. But we're gonna wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. This man looked like he about to fall asleep at any moment. I see it. It's all right though. It's all right though. So I'm gonna let you go first, sir. And I'm gonna turn the fan on because I'm hot.
Definitely. But all in all, you know, I say that no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be someone or something in the way or portraying to be in the way. And I say that because a lot of times we allow negative thoughts or possibilities of negative outcomes to hinder us. And you got to push through, no matter who that person is, no matter what that thought is, where it came from. You got to be stronger than that. And I always say you have to be stronger than your weakest emotion. And instead, true. If you're not stronger than your weakest emotion, you won't be able to recover from your weakest emotion. So that's why it's always key to be stronger than your weakest emotion. And I kind of leave with that, just press on. Um, Everything in life ain't gonna be great. Everything in life ain't gonna be roses. But if you can control this, you can control anything else in your life. Anything else, and it starts there. Um, and yeah, man, just control this and be stronger than your weakest emotion.
Yes, he don't preach at the end. You see that? He's preached at the end. Okay, it's okay. Um, I just want to say this. I have always been different, weird, strange, whatever the fuck that means. I couldn't be bullied out of it, talked out of it. I didn't always want to accept it, but I never stopped being me. And I
Yeah,
have accomplished quite a bit just being myself. So don't let anybody talk you out of being you or talk you into believing that you got to act a certain way to get a certain thing, especially from somebody who ain't done a 16th. You hear me? This much. Wait, can you see this? This much of what you've done. You can't tell me shit, Nathaniel, Nahum, nothing, nada, nine, nothing, because you have not done an inch, a centimeter, a millimeter of what I've done. So don't let anybody talk you out of doing something that you know how to do that ain't never did it. And
correct.
that's it. That's it. But again, I want to thank my special guest. As always, in the description box, you know, we're gonna have all the links and stuff. Show the people your shirt, because that's his too. Show the people your shirt. You see what that say, people? That's fitting for today. You
Yeah,
understand? I'm gonna put the link to that as well. The Unbreakable Queens Realm podcast. Follow, like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, push that notification button. But again, I thank my guests for being here. I thank y'all for watching and listening. Until we meet again. Bye. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen.